Welcome back to Morning Markets on Wednesday, the 23rd of August. In markets, it's important to look forward. And in Japan, what we're seeing from survey data of supply chain managers in manufacturing and service sectors are things are looking up. So let's look at the detail. In Japan, the Purchasing Managers Index, which surveys supply chain managers in both service and manufacturing sectors, we started to see some improvements in the data. If we look at the service sector, that's demonstrating the continued strength in terms of the index. What that means is new orders are very strong in terms of what they're seeing in order books, but also demand is starting to pick up from overseas. So export expectations are improving, which is a positive. If we look at the manufacturing sector, which has had a tougher time given the higher input costs, there also we are starting to see an improvement in terms of expectations. Again, it's the new orders component which is really the strong aspect in that survey. This is a theme which we've been discussing not only in Japan but also in the US in terms of the data which we see as an investment team. In Japan, we've seen inflation, which we haven't seen for a number of decades, above the 3% level. However, what we started to see over the course of August is a data print showing headline inflation remaining stable and core inflation starting to moderate, so a slowdown in terms of the pace of inflation. The response to the inflation which we've seen from the Bank of Japan has been to loosen the tight bands which they set around their yield control policy, which has essentially allowed bond yields to move higher. Yields which have moved from negative at the shorter maturity bond end to now a positive level. So we've seen quite a significant move up in terms of bond yields. The developments in terms of inflation are not only a Japanese aspect, but also a global aspect, which we're discussing at this point in time. And through the course of this week, we'll bring you up to speed in terms of any developments that we're seeing as an investment team in terms of the inflation backdrop and how that is impacting markets. Thank you for watching.